Did you know that open world games have been around for over 40 years? Yeah, they've come a long way since the days of adventure on the Atari 2600. Fast forward to today, and we're getting massive immersive worlds, almost as realistic as our own. Keep watching because we're going to dive into 20 of those right now. Alright, let's kick things off with Horizon Zero Dawn, a game that is loved for its legendary combat system and unique setting. Think lush landscapes, massive robotic creatures, and a story that'll have you hooked from start to finish. You play as Aloy, a young hunter in a world where robots have taken over. What's great about Horizon is how it blends exploration with combat. There's a real satisfaction in taking down these massive machines with your bow and arrow. In the open world, it's colorful and immersive. You'll spend your time climbing up mountains and sneaking through dense forests. The world feels packed with secrets. Plus, the side quests are solid. And if you fancy a challenge, there's New Game Plus to keep you going, as well as a sequel, Horizon Forbidden West. Plenty to get stuck into. Now let's talk Hogwarts Legacy. This is of course 100% a must-play for all of the potheads out there, but the game itself is brilliant, whether you're a fan of Harry Potter or not. If you've ever dreamt of being a wizard at Hogwarts, this game basically is your fantasy come true. The first truly brilliant open-world Hogwarts game that fans have been waiting for years. You play as a student at Hogwarts in the 1800s, before Harry Potter even showed up. It's your job to uncover a hidden magical secret. The world's massive. There's Hogwarts, the Forbidden Forest, Hogsmeade, and so much more to explore. You can even fly around on your broomstick, casting spells and battling dark wizards. The best part? You get to choose your own house, customize your character, and make some serious magical choices that shape the story. It's a true open-world RPG, where every corner holds something new. So, if you fancy a bit of wizardry, Hogwarts Legacy is a must-play. Next up is Kingdom Come: Deliverance. If you're after a more grounded, realistic open-world experience, this one's a gem. Set in medieval Europe, you play as Henry, a blacksmith's son who gets caught up in a war after his village is raided. It's not your usual hack-and-slash RPG. Kingdom Come focuses on realism. The combat's all about timing and precision, rather than just spamming attacks. The world itself is stunning, and there's a level of detail that makes you feel like you've stepped back in time. But it's not all about fighting. There's plenty of role-playing, from making choices to navigating social situations. It's a bit punishing at times, but that's part of the charm. The combat is a lot of fun though, and legendary for producing epic clips and memes over the years. If you want an open world game that's got a bit more grit, this one's a solid pick.
Different ones.
Dying Light 2 Stay Human brings a deadly twist to the open world genre. Set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies, you play as Aiden, a guy with a past and a reason to survive. The game's got a huge focus on parkour. You'll be running, jumping, climbing across the city to avoid the undead and find your objectives. During the day, you'll explore the massive city and complete quests, but at night, it's a different story. The zombies become far more aggressive, so you'll need to be quick on your feet and stay hidden. There's a really cool faction system too. How you interact with different groups can change the world around you. If you're up for intense action, great movement mechanics, and a world full of danger, Dying Light 2 won't disappoint.
I need the secrets the city holds.
Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, drops you into the Foreboding Zone, a deadly and mysterious area surrounding the ruins of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. You play as a lone stalker, scavenging for valuable artifacts, dodging deadly mutants, and surviving harrowing anomalies that defy physics. The zone is alive with dynamic weather, eerie sounds, and encounters that make every step a risk. You'll need to carefully manage resources from ammunition to food, as survival hinges on preparation and quick thinking. What truly sets Stalker 2 apart is its haunting atmosphere. Whether you're sneaking through abandoned facilities or caught in a terrifying emission storm, the tension is relentless. Add to this a gripping narrative, moral choices, and branching outcomes. You've got an open world like no other. If you're looking for a game that fuses survival horror with deep exploration, Stalker 2 promises to be a masterpiece of suspense and storytelling.
Tell me, Vinakis, have you ever gone fishing with your son?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey takes you to ancient Greece, where you will play as either Alexios or Cassandra, two mercenaries on a journey full of battles and political drama. The open world is absolutely massive, spanning islands, cities, and ancient ruins. The best part, you've got so many ways to approach missions. Want to go in swords blazing? Do it. Prefer stealth? You've got options. The game's got a rich story that lets you make choices that actually impact how things play out, and the RPG elements let you customize your character and abilities. The naval combat is also a standout. If you're a fan of ancient history, massive landscapes, and all-out action, Odyssey is a must-play. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterpiece. Set in the late 1800s, you play as Arthur Morgan, a member of the Vanderlyn gang. The world is absolutely breathtaking. The landscapes, the wildlife, the little details like how the weather changes or how people react to your actions. The story's deep, emotional, and filled with twists, making you really care about Arthur and his gang. The gameplay is a mix of intense action and slower-paced moments like hunting, fishing, and just enjoying the beauty around you. If you've got the time, you could easily lose yourself for hours exploring this world, taking on side missions or just enjoying the sheer quality of the environment. Red Dead 2 is one of those games that sets the bar for open-world experiences.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon.
Now, Dragon's Dogma 2 is a bit of an underdog in the open-world scene, but it's definitely worth checking out. This game blends classic fantasy elements with exciting combat and exploration. You play as the Arisen, a character tasked with taking down a dragon that's causing chaos in the world. The open world here is filled with dark forests, towering castles, and dangerous creatures. One of the coolest features is the pawn system, where you can recruit AI companions that you can fully customize and they'll fight alongside you. The combat's fast-paced and dynamic, with plenty of magic and swordplay to keep things exciting. If you're a fan of fantasy RPGs that give you plenty of freedom, Dragon's Dogma 2 delivers that in spades.
Dost thou fight?
Arisen.
Next up is No Man's Sky. When this game launched, it had a bit of a rocky start, but man has it come a long way now. It's an absolute gem for anyone who loves exploration. You're dropped onto an alien planet and tasked with exploring the vast, procedurally generated universe. Every planet is different, whether it's a lush jungle, a barren wasteland, or an ice planet. You never know what you're going to find. The best part, you can build bases, trade, mine resources, and discover new species. It's all about exploration and discovery, with endless possibilities for what you can do. No Man's Sky is a massive game that lets you go as deep into space as you want, or just chill on the planets you find. It's one of those games where the journey's just as important as the destination. Elden Ring is one of those games that takes the open world formula and absolutely redefines it. Developed by From Software, this game is a vast, dark fantasy world filled with secrets, challenging enemies, and deep lore. You play as the Tarnished, a character trying to restore the Elden Ring and reclaim the land of the lands between. What makes Elden Ring stand out is the sense of discovery. You'll be exploring this massive world and stumbling across bosses, hidden dungeons, and NPCs that'll all contribute to the story. The combat is classic From Software, brutally difficult but immensely satisfying. The world is open in the truest sense, where you can go anywhere, take on any boss, and tackle quests in any order. If you're up for a challenge and want to dive deep into a beautifully crafted world, Elden Ring is an absolute must-play. Ghost of Tsushima is a stunning samurai action game set in feudal Japan during the Mongol invasion. You play Jin Sakai, a samurai who must adapt his fighting style to fight against the overwhelming Mongol forces. The open world here is incredible. Lush forests, sweeping grasslands, and ancient temples all make for a gorgeous backdrop as you go on your journey. The combat is a blend of traditional samurai swordplay and more agile, stealthy tactics, which keeps things fresh and exciting. You'll also spend time upgrading Jin's abilities, collecting gear, and making decisions that affect the story.
Descendant of the legendary Yoshinobu Adachi.
With side activities like haiku writings, fox dens, and bamboo strikes. If you're a fan of samurai culture and fast-paced action, Ghost of Tsushima is an absolute treat. When Cyberpunk 2077 first launched, it had its share of issues, but after updates and fixes, it's now a fantastic open-world experience. Set in the neon-lit streets of Night City, you play as V, a mercenary caught in the dangerous web of corporate intrigue, crime, and futuristic tech. The open world of Night City is alive with details. Crowds on the street, massive billboards, and all kinds of shady dealings happening behind the scenes. The story's intense, with multiple branching paths and plenty of choices that'll shape your fate. The combat is sleek and varied, whether you're using guns, hacking into systems, or going full melee. There's plenty of ways to approach a situation. If you want a futuristic open-world game with deep storylines, vibrant characters, and a lot of exploration, Cyberpunk 2077 is definitely worth checking out. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom takes everything that made Breath of the Wild great and cranks it up to 11. The game expands on the open world of Hyrule with new mechanics, like building your own vehicles and creating contraptions to solve puzzles. You play as Link, who once again has to save Hyrule from an ancient evil, but this time there's even more freedom to explore. The world is massive, filled with floating islands, mysterious caves, and hidden temples. The shrines and puzzles are as fun as ever, and the new powers at your disposal open up even more ways to approach situations. Whether you're gliding across vast landscapes or diving into the depths, Tears of the Kingdom is an exhilarating adventure, full of surprises and moments of awe. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is one of the best RPGs that has ever been made, and for good reason. You play as Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter navigating a dark, morally complex world filled with mythical creatures, political intrigue, and tough choices. The open world in Witcher 3 is massive, filled with stunning landscapes from dense forests to war-torn villages. The main story is fantastic, but the side quests are equally compelling, often with their own deep narratives. The combat is a mix of sword fighting, magic, and alchemy, and it's incredibly satisfying to take down a monster after a long hunt. There's so much to explore and uncover, from treasure hunts to gwent matches, and the world feels rich with history and lore. If you've never played The Witcher 3, now's the time. It's a must-play for any open-world RPG fan.
Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
Sit down and face forward. Now, I don't have a lot of time. I know you need money.
Grand Theft Auto V is the king of open-world games. Set in the fictional city of Los Santos, you get to live out the criminal fantasy of 3 different characters, Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, each with their own story arcs. The world of Los Santos is massive, packed with things to do, from high-speed chases and bank heists to playing tennis or driving a submarine. The main story is fantastic, but the real magic happens when you just get to explore the world, causing chaos or teaming up with friends for some online multiplayer fun. The attention to detail in the world is unreal. Every street, store, and corner has something interesting to check out. With GTA Online, there's always new content to keep you hooked. If you haven't played GTA 5, what are you waiting for? No open world game list is complete without Skyrim. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Set in the snowy land of Skyrim, you play as the Dragonborn, a hero chosen to defeat ancient dragons that are terrorizing the land. The world of Skyrim is huge, filled with mountains to climb, dungeons to explore, and tons of quests to complete. What makes Skyrim so great is the freedom. It's up to you how you play. You can go full warrior, sneaky thief, or magic-wielding mage, and the game supports all those play styles. The main story is solid, but the side quests and exploration are what really makes it shine.
I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself?
Plus, the modding community keeps it fresh, adding everything from new quests to graphical upgrades. If you haven't yet jumped into Skyrim, it's time to do so. This game's a classic that's worth revisiting time and time again.
I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
Oh my god!
Fallout 4 thrusts you into the irradiated ruins of post-apocalyptic Boston, where the world is as hostile as it is captivating. After emerging from Vault 111, you embark on a personal quest to find your kidnapped son. But the Commonwealth quickly becomes much more than just a backdrop. It's teeming with life, or what's left of it. Mutants, raiders, and factions fighting for dominance. Whether you're siding with the Brotherhood of Steel, aiding the Minutemen, or going rogue, every choice shapes the world around you. The settlement building system lets you craft homes, fortresses, and communities, giving you a stake in the wasteland's future. Combat is fast and flexible. Use VATS to pinpoint weak spots or dive straight into chaotic firefights. Beyond the missions, hidden vaults, scattered terminals, and cryptic clues provide endless exploration. Fallout 4 isn't just about survival. It's about creating your own story in a world that's yours to reclaim.
No,
We'd all be.
don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now.
Death Stranding is a game like no other, blending delivery mechanics with a hauntingly emotional narrative. You play as Sam Porter Bridges, traversing a fractured post-apocalyptic America where the landscape is both stunning and treacherous. The gameplay revolves around carrying cargo across rugged terrain, but don't let the simplicity fool you. It's an intricate dance of balance, strategy, and ingenuity. Eerie, rain-soaked valleys and jagged mountains are home to BTs, ghostly entities that turn every journey into a tense survival ordeal. You'll craft tools, build structures, and even collaborate with other players in an asynchronous multiplayer system that feels refreshingly innovative. Meanwhile, the story unfolds with mind-bending twists, tackling themes of connection, loss, and hope, all brought to life by a star-studded cast. Equal parts philosophical journey and meditative adventure, Death Stranding is a bold and unforgettable experience that redefines what open-world gaming can be. Far Cry 5 takes you to the US, but not the one you know. In this one, you've dropped into Montana, where a doomsday cult has taken control. It's your job to liberate the region and take down the cult's leader. As with other Far Cry games, the open world is huge and full of things to do. You can go on a shooting spree, sneak around, or just enjoy the gorgeous countryside. There's no shortage of options. The missions are fun, and the story keeps you hooked. But what really stands out here is the freedom. You can tackle things in any order, and with any approach. And the co-op mode is a blast if you got a mate to join in. If you want a game that lets you cause some chaos, Far Cry 5 is a top shout.
They call him the Father.
In Mad Max, you step into the dusty boots of the iconic road warrior, surviving a brutal post-apocalyptic wasteland, where gasoline is gold and chaos rules. The world is a vast open desert filled with abandoned ruins, jagged cliffs, and roaming war bands thirsty for blood. Your most loyal companion, the Magnum Opus, a customizable death machine that's your lifeline and weapon rolled into one. As you upgrade its armor, weapon, and speed, you'll engage in heart-pounding vehicular combat, complete with explosions, harpoons, and jaw-dropping takedowns. On foot, the brutal melee combat lets you channel Max's raw fury, cracking skulls and dismantling foes with primal efficiency. Beyond the action, the world brims with secrets, from ancient relics of a lost civilization to eerie storm-swept vistas. If you're looking for an open-world game that blends gritty survival with adrenaline-pumping action, Mad Max is a true underappreciated gem. Whether you're scavenging through nuclear wastelands or surviving eerie anomalies, these games offer endless adventures and immersive experiences. Let us know your favorite down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, keep on exploring.